This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so today we'll be starting our next topic, that is pricing procedure. Pricing procedure. We will be discussing the topics that we are going to cover. They are: we will see introduction to SAP pricing procedure. We will see schema determination, calculation schema, schema group, condition record, condition type, access sequence, and then condition table. So these are the topics we will be covering in the pricing procedure. Okay, so pricing procedure in module is a way to determine prices in purchasing documents. So when you are creating the purchase order, system will calculate the price. Okay, at what price we are going to purchase that material from the supplier. So that how to calculate that price is determined through this pricing procedure functionality. Okay, a vendor's price for a material is often made up of different components. So you have a lot of things like gross price, net price, discount, freight charges, taxes, those kind of things are there. All those will determine the price for a material. Okay, your vendor may offer to sell you a material at a certain price, but additional factor may affect like prices, discounts, surcharge, freight costs, taxes, etc. So these things also will affect your overall price. Okay, so the conditions are applied in order to arrive at the net and effective purchase prices in the purchase order. So when you are creating the purchase order, all these will get considered by the system and it will arrive at the final net price. Okay, and this is controlled via a customized pricing procedure. So when you are creating a purchase order, if I go to the system, I will log on to the system. Okay, I am logging on to the system. Okay, so when I'm trying to create a purchase order, so let's take this vendor. Okay, I entered the data. Now I'll enter the material. I'll enter one of the material. Okay, suppose if you see here in the item details, if you go to the condition tab, see system is proposing the gross price, the cash discount, all those things. So because of this, the overall price is calculated. Okay, so this is a value, overall price, actual price. So on what basis system is proposing these conditions, and how it is determined, that we will understand in our pricing procedure. Okay, so the pricing procedure basically happens like this. So whenever you are creating a purchase order for a vendor and a purchasing organization, what system does is, first system will determine the pricing procedure. Step 1. So this pricing procedure will contain the conditions like price, discount. Now in this condition type, you will have, let's say if you take a condition type PB00, it will have an access sequence. I'll show you all these things in the system. It will have a the condition type will have the access sequence. Now this access sequence will try to read some documents where from where it has to pick up the price. So like outline agreement, vendor material combination, or vendor material group combination. So it will try to access the price from those documents, and if it is valid record exists, that price will get copied to the condition, and that it will come and update it in the purchase order. If no valid record exists, then you have to enter manually in the purchase order. So this is the procedure how system will determine the pricing pricing procedure is determined. So whenever you create a purchase order for a vendor and purchasing organization combination, system will determine the prices through this sequence. Okay, now we will see this in the system. So suppose if I go to our first thing is calculation schema. It is nothing but pricing procedure. Okay, I'll put it in a notepad file. First one is determine pricing procedure, which is nothing but calculation schema. Okay, so here let's go to our one. Suppose in the purchase order, if you scroll down, if you see here, there is a button here, analysis. Are you able to see? There is a button called analysis. If you click on that button, it will take you to the, just click on the button analysis. In the purchase order, you have this, in the item details, you have this analysis button. Just click on that button. So it will take you to this screen. So here you see, this is the pricing procedure, RM 40. Okay, here in the purchase order, you can see that pricing procedure. Okay, so from this pricing procedure, you will have the condition types. So you see here, pricing procedure. If you go to gross price, just a minute. Okay. Okay, so you have the pricing procedure determined. Now in this pricing procedure, you will have the condition types. So if I go back, here it has copied these two condition types, right? Okay, so from where these condition types are coming. So in this pricing procedure, which is nothing but a calculation schema, in that calculation schema, you will have all these condition types maintained. I will show you that. Now that is a configuration. So what is our if you go to analysis, what is our pricing procedure calculation schema? RM40s. I'll put it over here. Okay, I'll put it over here. The one is RM40s. Now in this pricing procedure calculation schema, you will have that condition types maintained. So let's go to the configuration. Okay, let's go to the configuration. SPRO, SAP reference IMG. Okay, scroll down. Go to materials management. Okay, go to materials management. Go to purchasing. Okay, so go here. Go to conditions. Open this. Okay, so go here. Define price determination process. Open this. Okay, here you have define schema determination. Here you see there is an option called define schema determination. So if you go inside here, determine calculation schema for standard purchase orders. Okay, you have the other option for stock transport orders, other for market price, but don't worry about them. We will be using this one. Determine calculation schema for standard purchase orders. Just double click, so you will get it here. Okay, so here, sorry, not this one, just sorry, this one. Define calculation schema. Sorry, this one. Define calculation schema. If you go here, you have all the pricing procedures here. Which pricing procedure is determined in our case? This one, RM40s. So if you select this RM40s, now go to control data. On the left side there is a folder control data. Just click on the control data. Here you have all the condition types. So that is what it is showing here. All the condition types in the pricing procedure. So those are the condition types: gross price, okay, variance, quantity, variance, percentage, discount, all those things. Okay, so basically you have the counter, you have the step counter, condition type, its description. Now here you have some settings. We will discuss about these settings, then we will go to the further topics. Here there is an option called manual. That means this condition type you can enter manually in the purchase order, or it can be determined. If it is not there, system only has to do automatic determination in the purchase order. Now the next one is required. Required means mandatory. This if you make this condition type required, then it will become mandatory condition type. It must be used in the purchase order. So that kind of settings are there. Okay. Now the other one is calculation type. Calculation type, how it is calculated. Suppose if you go to click on this button, calculation type, this will be done by adapting. So this one 31 include metal price. Okay, 32 actual metal price. So something they have maintained here. Somebody added some custom condition types here. Okay, and some condition types are used only for display purpose, statistical purpose. If you see here, there is a column statistics. That means they are not used for actual price calculation. They are just used for display purpose. Okay, so that is what called statistical. Okay, now the other thing is here sometimes some condition type price is calculated by using the other condition types price. So how that is calculated? By using this one, say 53 calculation type. So that is a calculation type. Here you see there is no condition type, it is just calculated from 2. So if you see here, net including tax, it is calculated from using this condition types price. Non-deductible tax NAVS, NAVM 20 to 21, 20 to 21, 20 and 21. So like using that, it will get calculated. So that kind of settings you will make it here in the pricing procedure. Okay, so now you have the pricing procedure. Now in the pricing procedure you have condition types. So now we have the condition type, pricing procedure. Now you have the condition type. Condition type. Okay. So let's say I'll take a condition type PB000, PB00. So in the pricing procedure calculation schema, you have the condition type. So let's see the first condition type, PB00, gross price. Okay, so go back. Okay, here you have define condition types. You have here. So go here, define condition type. Double click. Okay, so you have all the condition types here. If you click on the button position, PB00, PB00, the condition type which you are trying to understand, PB00. So we are here. We have the calculation schema. In the calculation schema, this is the one basically we discussed. So calculation schema groups together all the condition types that are relevant in determining the price. So in the calculation schema, pricing procedure, basically you have all the condition types. Okay, so calculation schema specifies basically permissible condition types. I have shown you. This is the one. All the permissible condition types. Okay, let us go back to that. All the permissible condition types. These are the ones. All the condition types. I will go to that configuration again. Just 1 minute. Sorry, not this one. This one, calculation schema. If you go to RM000 control data, it will have all the condition types allowed, permissible condition types. Now which one is automatic and which one is manual condition type? This is the one, manual or automatic. These are manual, you can enter manually also. Okay, now the next one, net price calculation, that is statistical indicator, whether it is included in the price calculation or it is just for statistics purpose. Okay, some are statistics purpose. Okay, so now order in which the condition types are taken into account to calculate net price. So this is the order. This is the order. If you go here, this is the order. This is the order. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the order. Okay. Now requirements that must be satisfied before a certain condition type is taken into account. So this is the one I showed you, requirement, some requirements. Of course, this is a done from a website. Okay, don't worry about it. That requirement to be satisfied. And from and to steps. So sometimes for some condition types, the price is calculated using the other condition types price. So that time you will maintain from to. From to. I have shown you this one. So this is about the pricing procedure. So pricing procedure, nothing but calculation schema is configured at this path. I have already shown this path, calculation schema. Now this pricing procedure calculation schema will contain condition types. Now we will see the condition types. So a condition types will look like this. Okay, so a condition type, this is the key for the condition type. It is description and what is a condition class, whether it is a price or a discount or a surcharge or what it is, and its calculation type, how it is calculated, whether it is a quantity dependent, okay, or whether it is a fixed amount or it is a percentage. Okay, and condition category, okay, whether it is a price one, whether it is a cost or it is a discount one. So all this data you will maintain in the condition types. Okay, and for the condition types you will attach the access sequence if required. See, for this PP00 condition type you have the access sequence, but whereas for FRB1 freight absolute you don't have any access sequence. That means you have to enter manually. You have to enter manually. So that is the one. Okay, so now we will see this condition type. So conditions are agreed with the vendors regarding prices, discount and surcharges and freight charges, etc. These conditions can be maintained in quotations, purchase info records, outline agreements and purchase orders. Try to recollect our purchase information record class. There we entered conditions. Okay, so they can be maintained in all these places. So sometimes discounts or surcharges may be percentage based, quantity based or absolute in nature. Okay, so that is the one. If you see here, it can be a quantity dependent, the condition type, it can be fixed amount, always a fixed amount, or it can be based on certain percentage, discount percentage. That is how calculation is done. I'll show you this in the system. Okay, now the condition types conditions can be set up as header condition or as a item condition also. Suppose if I go to our purchase order, these conditions are at item level. We are in the item level, and you can define some condition at header level also. So suppose if you go to header, here you see there is a tab called conditions. Here also you can maintain some conditions that this will be applicable at header level. So a condition type can be set up as header condition or at an item condition. Now an access sequence may be assigned to a condition type. It is not mandatory, but you can assign. Okay, so that is the one here I'm showing. If you go here for the gross price condition type, the access sequence has been assigned, whereas for others it is not there. So now we will see these condition types in the configuration. So let's go to system, go back. Now go to here, define condition types. You go here, define condition type, double click. Okay, let's go to the condition type. We want to see PB00. Okay, continue. Here gross price, select this, go to details. See here, what is a condition class? Condition class is nothing but it is a price. It is basically the price. Okay, it is basically the price. Okay, that's one. Okay, now how it is calculation type? It is based on quantity. Means for one piece, based on quantity means, if let's say for one piece you define the price as 10 euros, let's say, then if you create purchase order for 100 pieces, then it will calculate as 100 into 10 based on quantity. That is what the meaning here. It is based on quantity. C. If it is a fixed amount, you select B. Okay, so that's one. Now condition category, what type of condition category it is? Okay, whether it is a what do you call it? Base price, whether it is a tax, how it is, it's a freight. So those things you will enter here. Condition type of category. So that these are the three important ones. Okay, so condition class, calculation type, how it is calculated, and condition category. Okay, and most other one important is whether it is a header condition or an item condition. This is one. See, the PB00 is, it's an item condition, item level. That is why PB00, if you go here, PB00 basically calculated from item level, and then it will appear here in the header just to for display, but you cannot directly add here. You cannot directly add as a header condition. It is showing here as it is calculated from item. Okay, so that's what, either it can, whether it is a header condition or item condition, you will put it over here. So this is the condition type configuration. Now if you observe, for this condition type you have an access sequence assigned. So we are basically discussing this flow. We created the purchase order for the vendor and purchasing organization combination. Then we saw the pricing procedure. In the pricing procedure you have the condition types. Now for the one of the condition type, access sequence is assigned. Now if you go, what is this access sequence? Basically it will try to pick the price from the particular document. In which document it has to pick the price, in what access sequence. So that is the access sequence assigned. Okay, so here an access sequence may be assigned to a condition type. So here we have, okay, here we have the condition type. For the condition type they will assign an access sequence. In this access sequence you maintain from which table, which condition table it has to pick the price. In the sequential manner you have to put. Suppose first it will check info record without plant. If it finds the price over there, it will copy to the purchase order. If it is not there, it will go to the next info record without plant. So these are the condition table. In which sequence it has to check for the price. That is what the access sequence. Okay, so now let's put it in a notepad file. After the condition type, it is the access sequence. Access sequence. So what is access sequence we are using here? 0002. Okay, so let's see the access sequence configuration. So before that we'll see some theory. An access sequence can be assigned to a condition type. Okay, access condition type. An access sequence is nothing but a search strategy. The order of the accesses is determined by the order of the condition table in the access sequence. That means the sequence in which you maintain here, that is determined by this access sequence. Okay, a condition type must have an access sequence assigned to it if you want to maintain conditions with their validity period. For example, PB00. Okay, sometimes no access sequence is assigned to header conditions like discounts and surcharges. Even for header conditions, the condition types which are maintained in the header as a header condition for those things, and for discounts and surcharges no access sequence is assigned because they have to be entered manually. Whereas for others, if you assign the access sequence, system will determine the price provided you maintain the documents. So that is an access sequence. Now let's see the access sequence configuration. Okay, I'll go to access sequence configuration. Go back. What access sequence we have it here? 0002. Okay, so let's go to that configuration. Go back. Okay, here you have define access sequence. Click on that button. Okay, that's okay. Continue. Okay, see here you have the access sequence. Now the access sequence which you are using is this one, 0002. So select this one, go to accesses, click on that button. So this is the sequence in which it will try to read the price from the document. See, this is the table number, condition table. Access sequence now will have a condition table. Access sequence, we are here. Access sequence will have a condition table. In this table the price will get stored. Suppose let's say info record, material info record, plant specific, the condition table is 017. Info record without plant, or it is 018. Info record without plant, 018. So in this sequence it will try to search for the price. Okay, So there is a condition tables maintained in the sequential manner. Okay, now let's see this condition table configuration. Okay, so the next one is access sequence will have condition tables. Condition table. Okay, so let's go to the condition table. Let's say this 017 we will see. So go back. Okay, here maintain condition table. Maintain condition table. We are here. Maintain condition table. Okay, so if you go here, maintain condition table. If you go here, we have three options: create condition table, change condition table, display condition table. We will go to the display one. Okay, so we will see if what happens is a condition table will have a condition record. Suppose if you maintain for a particular material and vendor combination some data, that will get stored in the condition record number. This is the table, and this is the record in which the data will get stored. So system will try to read this table and this record. If it finds the price, then it will update in the item conditions in the purchase order. Okay, whereas info record without plant, the condition table is this one. And if you maintain data for a vendor and material combination without plant, that will get stored in this condition record number. Okay, so that is the one. So now let's see the condition table. So what is the condition table? Let's check for A017. A017. Sorry, it is 017, not A017. 017. So if you see material info record, plant specific, what are the fields here? Vendor, material, purchase organization, plant, and info record category. So this is the one. Vendor, material, purchase organization, and plant, and so on, whatever the fields are there. So it will try to search from there. Okay, so this is the one. Now if you see the other one, other table 018, you can search from here the tables. There will be some standard tables, or you can create your own condition table also. But as of now, let's see the 018. Material, not just material info record, 018. Here plant will not be there. Here the plant is not there. So these are the condition tables. You have the fields and in which document, in which condition record it has to search. That will have the condition table. Okay, so condition table and then condition record. In that condition record, whatever the data you maintain, it will get stored over there. So this is how the basic price will be determined in the system. Okay, so now what we will do is we will create a new one. This is our conditions are stored in the system as condition records. Okay, condition tables reference condition records. That means it will read the record. Here. The condition table will search for the records if at all maintained, and from that record it will pick the price if maintained. Okay, so that is the one. This is the one. Entries in the condition table consist of a key part and a data part. Okay, so that is the one. Key part and data part. This is the one. Okay, this is the condition type, and this is a condition record for which combination we have maintained the price. So whenever you do create a purchase order, system will try to search the price using this logic. Okay, here in our, let's say in our case A017, this is a condition table. Okay, so now let's create a new one. And we will see how it will work. We will start from the scratch. And we will go upwards. We'll start with a condition table and we try to create one by one everything, and then we will see how it works in the system. Okay, so till this part we have understood how system will determine the price in the purchase order based on using what conditions. Now let's create a new one, custom one, and then we will see. Okay, so what I will do, I'll start from the scratch. First we will create our condition table. Okay, now from here onwards we'll start. First let me create a condition table. Okay, maintain condition table. Now I'm creating new one. Okay, any new condition table, custom condition table, the numbering should start with 9 series. It should start with 9. So I'll create a condition table, new one. Let's check what till what number we have. We have till 929, 932. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll create 933. 933. 933 I will create. My condition table is vendor and plant. Vendor, vendor and plant. Only based on vendor and plant, it has to determine the price. Okay, so let's create the condition table. 933. Enter. Already exist. Sorry. Okay. Then we will use 995. Let's use 995. Okay. 901 we will use. Just 1 minute. 927, 928, 929, 930. It is not taking, right? Okay. It is still showing all the tables exist. Okay, we'll do one thing. We will use the existing one and we will change it. What we can do now. Okay. Change condition table. We will go to the change condition table. 927 I will take. Okay, instead of creating a new one. Okay, so here you have only plant. I'll delete this one. Go to it is not allowing. Let's create only 9. Everything exists. It is showing 970. Okay, 970 we will create. Okay, 970. 970 I'll create. Okay, I want to do my price based on vendor and plant only. Okay, so here fields are there, selected fields. As of now, we have not selected any field, and here you have field catalog. So I want to do it based on vendor and plant combination. So just here, put the click on next page. So once you click on this, the field catalog will get scrolled. Okay, I'll go to down. Vendor. Here you see there is a vendor field. Just double click on it or put the cursor on that vendor, click on the button, select field. It will get selected over here, and even the description also will get updated. Now again go to page top. I'll go to plant. Here you have plant. Put the cursor on the plant, click on the button, select field. So vendor and plant combination, I want to do my price determination tables. Okay. Now just click on the button, generate. You want to generate it. Click on the button, generate. Okay, do you want to generate the condition table? Yes. It will ask for this transport request kind of thing. Just store it in the local object. In the real time, your basis people will give the package. This is a training system, so we don't have any package. Just save it on the local object. Okay, it got saved, it got generated. So now go back. Now go back. Okay, so condition table have been created. Now once the condition table is created, you need to create the access sequence. Okay, now the next one is access sequence. Now this condition table will be attached to the access sequence. Okay, so go to the access sequence. Okay, okay, so we have already some access sequences. Let's create our new access sequence. Click on the button new address, put the access sequence GSA1. GSA1, put it as vendor and plant, vendor and plant, vendor and plant, or I'll put it as underscore new. Okay, I maintained this. Okay, access sequence name and description. We are here. Basically, we are developing this one. Okay, so maintain the access sequence. Now click on the button on the left side. There is a folder accesses. Double click. You will get this screen. Click on new entries. Here now you will add the condition table which we created previously. So select this access sequence. I'll put it over here. Now our new one is this one. So in this access sequence, you put this condition table. Okay. So give the number 10. Condition table is, what is the condition table? 970. 970. Enter. Okay, done. Entered. Activate exclusive. Select this. Go to fields. Okay, it will do the field assignment. Vendor and plant. Done. Now save it. Okay, done. Continue. Okay, so now go back. So we have created the access sequence. Okay, we have created the access sequence. Now this access sequence we will assign to a new condition type. So I'll create a new condition type. So let's go back. Okay, so here define, where it is one, define condition types. So you go to the condition type, define condition type. We will create a new one by using the copy the existing PB00. So go to position PB00. Okay, select this, just select this, go to copy as. So here I'll give a new name, ZP00. Okay, I'll give a new one, cross price, new. I'm creating a new condition type, and the access sequence I will assign the one which we created. So ZSA1, or you can select from the list also. You can select from the list. The one with the access sequence which we created will be available here. ZSA1, this is a one. You can assign it from here. Okay, done. So we have got the new condition type, ZP00. ZP00. So put it over here, new condition type. Okay, done. Now save it. Okay, continue. Okay, condition type has been done. Now finally this condition type you will put it in the schema procedure, your pricing procedure. Okay, so let's go back. Now go to define calculation schema. You go here. Okay, so what I will do, I'll take this one, copy. Okay, I'll put it as ZSA V1 or 12. I'll put it as ZSA V12 underscore new. Enter. Copy all. Everything will get copied. Let's create only one. Just 1 minute. Go to control data. Okay, it got copied. Only thing is, I will remove this condition type and I will enter the new one which we created, ZP00. Okay, ZP00. I entered that one, and this is our new pricing procedure. Okay, put it over here. New pricing procedure. Okay, done. Now save this. Now the question is how this pricing procedure will be determined in the purchase order. Okay, we have the configuration, but the basic question is when you create the purchase order for this vendor and purchasing organization combination, how system will take this pricing procedure? That is the question. So how it is determined is if you go here, you create a schema group for vendor. I'll show you this in the system, and you create a schema group for purchasing organization. These two you will create, and these two you will put it in the configuration. So for that purchasing organization and for that particular vendor combination, for that particular schema purchase organization and schema vendor, what calculation schema it has to use. So when you create the purchase order for the purchasing organization and for that vendor, according to this one it will pick. So suppose let's say for the purchasing organization 1000 you have assigned this, what do you call, schema, calculation schema, and for the vendor you have assigned the schema group as 02. So for that combination, if it is this is the there, then it will pick that particular calculation schema. Okay, nothing but pricing procedure. So let's do that. First I'll create schema group for vendor. Okay, let's go back. Define schema group, go here, define schema group for vendor, open this. Okay, so click on position. We have Z1, we have already Z1. I'll put Z9 position, click on new address, Z9. Seven underscore new. This is the schema group for the vendor. I'll save this. Okay, so this is Z1. Now Z9, put it over here, schema group for vendor. Schema group, G group for vendor. For vendor, which is Z9, we created. Now schema group for purchase organization I will create. Schema group for purchase organization. Purchase organization. Okay, so I'll create that one. See this. Go back. This one, schema group for purchase organization. Okay, so I'll create a new one. Click on new address. ZS1. I'll create 7 underscore new. Okay, I created this one. Save it. Okay, ZS1 I created. ZS1. Now for your purchase organization, we created these two. Now for the purchase organization, you have to assign the schema group for the purchase organization. Okay, so let's go to the third step. Assignment of schema group to the purchase organization. Okay, so what is our purchase organization? 1000 is there. Somebody already assigned. What I will do, I will use 2000. 2000. For the 2000, I will assign the schema group. ZS1. ZS1. Okay, I assigned this one because when you are creating a purchase order, you will use purchase organization and vendor. Correct? Vendor. So that combination it has to take. So I assigned it. Here. Okay, done. Now for your vendor, let's say I'll take a vendor in our purchase. When you are creating the purchase order, you have the vendor, right? Let me go to the EME21N. When you go here, let's say I'm using this vendor. So go to this vendor. In the vendor master, XK02. In the vendor master, this is the place. You assign the schema group to the vendor. You will do this in the vendor master. Okay, you will do this in the vendor master. In the vendor master, in the purchasing data, you will assign that schema group. Okay, see basically what we are doing, the purchase organization which you are going to use, let's say 2000, we have assigned the schema group, and for the vendor, let's say what is our vendor, this one. For this vendor I am assigning the, what do you call, vendor schema group Z9. Now once you do that, for these two combination, for this combination and this combination, you will assign the pricing procedure. That's what you will do. Here you see purchasing organization and vendor combination, you will assign the calculation schema. So now when you create that purchase order with this purchase organization vendor combination, Because of this setting, it will pick that particular pricing procedure. So let's do that. For vendor master, I will assign company code is 1000. Let's enter the purchase organization 2000. Or let's use a vendor with purchase organization 2000. Just 1 minute. Let me search with 2000. 2000 I will go. Okay, let me take this vendor. Let me take this vendor 22299. Sorry, what it is taking. Purchase organization 2000. Acha, vendor number is triple 445. 4445, right? So we'll put it as 4445. Okay, go to the select purchasing data, enter. Here you see there is a schema group vendor, so you assign that here. Okay, so what is the one we created? This one 7_9. I am assigning it here. Okay, so that is the one we have done. Okay, so this one done. So now for the purchase schema group and the schema group vendor, you will assign the calculation schema. This is the last step. So you go here. Okay, this is the one. Define schema determination. So you go here. This is the one. Determine calculation schema for standard purchase order. So you go here. See, schema group purchase organization, schema group vendor. So what we created schema group for vendor, this one Z9, and schema group for purchase organization is ZS1. So for this combination, I will assign this our pricing procedure. That is how it will get picked. Okay, click on new entries. What is our schema group for purchase organization? ZS1, ZS1, and schema group for vendor is Z9, Z9. Okay, and these are assigned to our purchase organization and vendors. Now procedure is this one, ZSA1 2. Okay, I enter that one. Enter. Done. Save it. So we are done with all the configuration. Now you need to maintain for this vendor and plant combination. You have to maintain the price. So what is our vendor? Vendor is this one. Our plant. Let's say I will use 1000. I will use 1000. The plant I will use 1000. So this is my vendor. You have to maintain the price, right? System has to automatically pick the price, right? So this is a vendor and my plant is 1000. So for this combination, I have to maintain some price. So that price you will maintain in MEK2 transaction. MEK2 transaction. So I'll maintain that. That's a master data. Go back. Okay. Here, go to logistics. Go to materials management. Purchasing. Go to purchase order. Sorry, not here. Go to master data. Go to master data. Here you have condition. Open the conditions. Go to other. Here MEK2. MEK2. You select your condition type. What is our condition type? ZP00. Okay. Select the condition type. ZP00. This one. Gross price new. Enter. The moment you enter, it will read that fields and it will propose you the fields. See, this is our vendor and plant is our fields. Vendor and plant or condition table. Okay, so enter the vendor. What was the vendor, Baba? We are trying to use this vendor 4445, and the plant is 1000. Enter that. Execute. Okay, no condition record exists. Let's say our plant is 1000. What is this vendor currency? Just 1 minute. What is this vendor currency? Just 1 minute. Let's go to display mode. What is this vendor currency? Just 1 minute. Euros. Okay. So it is euro. That's okay. Okay, and we will use one material. Just 1 minute. I'll check one material for which we are going to create a PO. MM60. Just 1 minute. Material type RH QM user. Just 1 minute. Okay, so let's say I will use this one povidone. So let's say it is kg. Okay, I'll put it for kg. Okay, so plant is 1000. Amount, let's say I'll use 25. Currency is euro per 1. Enter unit of measure. This is for kg. Okay, so whenever I use this vendor and this plant in the purchase order, system has to pick up this price, whatever may be the material. Okay, so our price is only based on vendor and plant, not based on material. So that's what we are doing. Let's check whether it is working or not. So this condition records we have to maintain. Okay, now save it. Now maintained. Now I'll create a fresh brand new PO. Let's see whether it is picking up the data or not. So let's see whether it's working or not. ME21N. I'm creating a new PO. Okay. Okay, my vendor is this one, 4445. This is a vendor. Enter the vendor. Purchase organization, we are going to use 2000 now. 2000. Purchasing group is this one. Company code is this. Enter. Company code 1000 not defined for purchase organization 2000. Okay. It's okay. Let's use other company code. 2000 is there. Let's use 2000. Enter. Okay. Enter the material. Let's say we will use this material. Povidone. Control Y. Okay. Enter the material. Let's say I'm going to purchase 1 kg. Plant is 1000. Okay. So this is a vendor and this is a plant. Enter. See, system automatically picked up the price 25. Okay. System has automatically picked up the price. Of course, there is some other error. Purchase organization 2000 not responsible for plant 1000 much. Let me do that configuration also. Just give me 1 minute now. You should not get that error. That is a configuration of the enterprise structure. Just 1 minute. Go to enterprise structure. Assignment. Go to materials management. Assign, what was the error we got? Assign not responsible for plant 1000. So assign purchasing organization to plant. Just go here, click on new entries. My purchase organization is 2000. Let us say it takes care of 1000. Done. Save it. Continue. Okay, done. That configuration done. Now let's create the purchase order again. Okay, brand. Again, I will create the purchase order freshly. ME21N. Okay. This is my vendor. Enter purchase organ, because we maintain the schema group for this purchase organization. Purchasing group company code is 2000. Now enter the material, enter the plant. Now system automatically will pick up 25 as the price which we maintained. See it. Sorry, one. Let's say we are procuring 1 kg. Please only use plants. Of course, the plant is also not assigned to the company code. That's okay. That's a configuration part. But if you observe carefully, see, price is picked up as 25. Price is picked up as 25 for 1 kg. And this is the condition type we defined. Which condition type we defined? Custom condition type. This one. ZP00. It got picked up here. And if you scroll down here. If you click on the button analysis, see, the pricing procedure is this one, ZSAV1. Okay, so whatever the configuration, everything we have done is working fine. So this is all about your